up, guys? Welcome to the NYXUS podcast tonight, Bonded by Darkness. What's up, guys? How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Good to have you guys with us tonight.
Good to
Let's
be here.
see.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
Can we get a quick introduction for you guys?
Sure.
I'm Joshua Pitts. I am the guitar player for Bound by Darkness.
Oh, I hear a puppy. Sorry.
Yes.
Distracted. I love animals, so sorry. I'm Raven O'Reilly, animal lover and singer for Bonded by Darkness.
Welcome, guys. Yes, my little 4-month-old uh, Golden Doodle Shepherd Husky mix.
Oh, cute.
It's a little monster. He's already 31 pounds.
Oh.
Oh,
It's going to be fun to see where we go with 4 breeds like that. It's a roll of the dice to where we're going to get as big as we're going to get. So let's get into the questions a little bit. Bonded by Darkness. Where did the inspiration come for the name?
oh man.
That's you.
Uh, well, the band used to be called Swamp Funeral, and we had
I like that one.
Oh, do you? I hated it.
well,
But
this was before Raven was in the band. We had another singer and a different drummer at the time too. It was very New Orleans based, sludgy, hardcore, like very low tuned and slow, heavy metal, like doom metal. And I don't know, one day I just came in a band practice and was like, I think we should change the name. And, because Swamp Funerals kind of, to us, it kind of sounded like every other doom metal band, like Lord and Funeral and Swamp. Everybody uses those names. So I don't know. It just came to me and was just like, hey, we should name it Bonded by Darkness, because, we're all together bonded as a band. So, and the thing is,
It's definitely a good name, but I'm a big I like anything that's kind of like swamp and I mean we have Anger Overdose. I don't know if you guys know about them. They're like circus industrial metal, and they have a
oh, that's
song
cool.
called like Bayou, and it's
Yeah.
cool.
different
Yeah.
kind of metal for sure. Storms Within in the house. What you doing, guys?
Hey, we love them.
Oh, yeah.
Storms Within was like fifth interview with us. Like amazing people. We love
Oh,
Mhm.
them.
yeah. Yeah. They,
Yes.
they played with us on our CD release show in
Yeah.
June.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Great people.
How'd you guys get started in music? Like, what was the driving force behind? Uh,
Your turn.
Just individually or as a band?
Individually.
Individually. I've just always been into music. Um I was singing, banging on pots and pans. My parents let me. Thank you, mom and dad, for
Yep.
that. Um, Singing professionally happened much later for me. I was very into music for all of high school, early 20s, and then I actually took a break from music, and I thought it'd be good for me, and it was not. I kind of got depressed actually from not playing,
Yeah.
and I know you went through the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, and then right after that, I started singing professionally. I actually started in a melodic metal band, and then that faded out. Some people had issues, and we stopped. And then I was in cover bands for the longest time. And then I actually write country blues music as well. We write it, and then I've written for other artists as well and
Wow.
stuff. So I just kind of I love songwriting. I would love to do that full time.
That is very cool. It's good. Get your name out there. Get it out there that because there's a lot of artists, me included, that I hit that creative block about 11 months ago, and it hasn't let up. Like you, I took a break from music, also drove my mental health to go down the drain. So I started this.
Oh, that's cool though.
Healthy
Yeah.
mind is a busy mind. Keep it busy and,
Yes.
you know. How about you, Josh? How'd you get
Uh,
started?
oh man. My uncle was Uncle Richie, my dad's brother. always had guitars when I was a kid, and I'd go over there to my grandma's house. I'd always see him, and then my dad he played bass, was really big into Deep Purple and Black Sabbath and stuff like that. And so I just was got into that, and my cousin let me borrow a Ozzy Live and Loud VHS, and that was it for me. I was ever since I seen that, I begged my dad for a guitar, and he hooked me up eventually, and then that was it. I mean, been playing for 27, 28 years. And it seems like as I get older, I am not going through a creative block. I am literally.
No, he's not. He writes
I am,
every day.
yeah, I'm completely lost in music now. It's my kids are older. I'm not, playing a babysitter / dad 24 hours a day now. So they're my son who plays bass with us.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be 20, and my other son he's almost 17. So they,
Do their own thing.
they do their own thing, and all I do is play and write and come up with ideas and want to start 15 fucking bands and all this other shit. And so
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at
like
all
I
with
think
that.
right now I can look it up on my phone. I have
Danny Rose.
366 riffs on my phone right now
Damn.
for songs. So
I mean,
and
keep
ideas.
writing because you never know when one day you're like, oh
Yeah.
no, nothing's coming out anymore. So now at least you'll have so many to fall back on. You're gonna be like, meh, I'm
Well, I
good.
just get inspirations from other different kinds of music. Like I get into jazz and blues and old school like 70s outlaw country and stuff, and then it just like flicks switches and makes me use like my imagination, and it's just I go over and be like, okay, I'm gonna play guitar for a minute, and then I just start playing shit. It's weird. It's freaking weird. It's like other people are like projections of ideas for me now. It's great. I just run across all different kinds of music. It's like, damn, I wish I could sound like that. And then eventually I start writing songs that I wouldn't say like I rip them off, but I
No, but
rip
it's
off
an
Black
inspiration.
Sabbath. I'll tell you that. I mean, I love Black Sabbath. I'll rip them off until the day I can't breathe again. But
I mean, it's
know,
inspiration. You take inspiration from the bands.
yeah,
It could. It's like when you hear a song and you're like, oh, it sounds like. It doesn't mean that the band ripped off the band or it wanted to
I
copy.
agree.
They just
yeah,
got inspired by it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
unless you have like exactly like dun, 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 dun,
No,
Vanilla
no,
Ice. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
no. Bands like Pantera and Black Sabbath and White Zombie and God, the list can go on. Those bands like touched me so deep, like Down and Corrosion of Conformity and shit. I'll always like, no matter what I do, it always somewhat sounds like those bands. It doesn't. I mean, even if I try not to, someone's still like, dude, whatever.
well,
But
we know his inspiration. What's your inspiration? Like, where do you pull the inspiration for the lyrics, for the music? For
It's strange because we have similar tastes in music, but we also have very different tastes in music. I love a lot of music.
yeah,
I'd say the only style of music I'm really not the biggest fan of, maybe techno. I don't really get into that much. But I like the industrial vibe.
uh,
If people have that in their music, I do tend to like that.
yeah,
But I kind of grew up on like Queen, Fleetwood Mac, your solid staples, which is just interesting how
yeah.
we write together just because he's so heavy and I tend to not listen to such heavier music. And I love hip hop and R&B too. I mean, I like just a lot of different music. And one of my favorite, I love Alanis Morissette. I grew up on her, so it's very different. But you like Alanis.
Yeah,
It just,
yeah.
finally a Canadian artist that I could get behind. I mean, we've been talking throughout the interview. People are like, "Oh, you're from Canada. What about Nickelback?" And I'm like,
you
"What
got
ab-
you got to like Rush.
what about
yeah.
Alanis Morissette? Yes, love
Yeah,
Rush,
Rush.
love
Mhm.
Rush. But we had Justin Bieber. We had
Oh.
Yeah.
y-
Hmm.
we sent him to the U.S. and said you could keep him, but they sent him back. It's okay. I'm in the U.S. now, so now Canada can keep him. We're good.
Oh, okay.
But seriously, the kid is good. He, unfortunately, being in front of the camera 24/7 and having those paparazzis on you all the time, for sure they catch you doing stupid shit. I mean, at that age, I was doing a lot of stupid shit too. We just didn't have cameras like we do today.
Right.
Thank
Yeah.
God. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh man, the stuff they could have caught on camera. So what do you guys think of Sleep Token? We've been talking music, music, music. Sleep Token is like something that like kind of blew up right now.
No, never heard of it.
Never heard of Sleep Token.
No,
Me,
All right.
me either.
no.
Okay.
I've heard of the band Sleep. I'm a huge fan of that band.
Yeah.
Well,
But tell us, educate us, because I don't know Sleep Token, so tell us.
Sleep Token is the baby making metal. It's music, metal music for baby making. It's that's how they described it. It's the guy
Like
came
sexy
in.
metal?
Yes, it's sexy
Almost.
metal, completely sexy
So
metal.
basically, like typo negative.
Kind of, but they're very like mysterious. Like he's called Vessel. He's got a mask on. He's all painted in black, and we know who he is now. But
Okay.
yes, kind of like Hanley saying metal erotica.
Okay, metal erotica.
I'll
Okay.
definitely have to check him out.
Yeah.
For sure, his voice. I mean, it's something out of this world. So it's funny. He
Really?
calls himself Vessel, So we know who he is by now, but at first we had no clue who he was. Check him out. Check it out.
Okay.
You'll see. Maybe it'll inspire you in a different, very
Good.
melodic, very 6
Erotic.
minute. Yes.
I'm good with it.
Who would be your dream collaboration if you could? Dead or alive? You could bring them back from death.
Oh, my dream collaboration.
I know mine would be.
Well, then you go ahead, because I need to think.
It would be between two people.
Okay.
Obviously, it would be between. Well, the list could go on, but it would have to be between Ozzy Osbourne and Phil Anselmo, hands down. That I worship them two guys. So
I think anything with Led Zeppelin or maybe like Annie from Heart.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I would probably lose my shit if
there's so many
that
people.
happened.
Yeah.
So
Edgar Overdose in the house. What's up, buddy? Let's see. So dream collaboration would be that. Fun question. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
oh, I know. I would teleport.
Okay.
Because I love to travel and it cuts down on cost. And oh my God, I'd be going everywhere all the time. I'd be like, you want some beignets for breakfast? Let me go to France and get us some. Be right back, babe.
That'd be awesome.
I guess mine would be just to be a beyond amazing songwriter, like to master all kinds of instruments. Just to be like a virtuoso guitarist, pianist, violinist, celloist, anything like that. I love all those instruments. Pretty much any instrument that just have knowledge of music, of like extensions of. I don't know. I guess I don't know. But if it was anything else, it'd be invincible. Be invisible.
Yes.
So,
Yes. It's
yeah.
great powers. Everything is great powers. Somebody told me manifestation is like that way. Everything I manifest, I can get. Somebody else told me like the Matrix. You plug something in the back of your head, and then you have like all guitar riffs and every guitar knowledge that you can get.
Shapeshifter would be sweet. You can do anything you want. Be
cool.
a fucking lion for the day if you wanted to be, or whatever.
Shapeshifting could be good too. Like you solve your problem of traveling, you just become a bird. It's just it's very exhausting to fly across the ocean if you need to, but you adapt. You're shapeshifter. Just swim. Get tired of flying, just start swimming.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys come from artistic families, or are you guys like the odd one out?
My family is pretty artistic in So my dad is a painter. He's very good, like
Yeah.
Bob Ross type paintings. He also paints like mandalas. His line work is incredible. And then my mom and sister are very creative, but in different ways. Like my sister owns her own salon. She does hair, but her and my mom are very like they're really good with like interior design and just like making things look good.
Okay.
So they're very creative in that kind of way. And but I think musically, I have a cousin that sang opera that he was amazing, but that's about it for me.
My family was I wouldn't say very artistic, but mostly just very music loving. Like no matter what was going on, we always had music. Or my uncles, or my dad obviously was just completely obsessed with music. So it was kind of like we didn't like. My dad watched TV, but we mostly listened to music. Like we would just sit out in the garage and listen to music or blast music and go swimming or whatever. Everything always had music, so I just kind of rubbed off. I didn't have very many friends when I was a kid, so I wanted to be a musician. So I had to find something to do. I live out in the boonies,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
know.
it does.
yeah, instead of riding bikes all the time, that got old. So I'd rather just play guitar or get into something else. So,
Absolutely. Occupy your time and then, start a passion, and it's always nice. What's your favorite childhood memory, like related to a song? Like if I play a song right now, what song would it be? And what's your favorite childhood memory that it brings back?
I think it's funny because while you said that, I immediately thought of something. My grandmother, who is now passed on, she, you know, the song "I Want to Break Free" by Queen,
Yes.
and the video where he's like, he's dressed as a woman and he's like feather dusting. So he looks just like how my grandma used to do that. So my dad and I, because my dad and I love Queen, we're watching that video and I'm like, oh my God, it looks like Granny. And we just started busting up laughing. And so that's probably, I guess, a good memory for me. So
mine would probably have to be Deep Purple's Highway Star. My dad had this old Dodge Polara that looked like a Roadrunner, and we used to he had an 8-track.
Yep.
So we had the 8-track of that and Indigata de Vita, from Iron Butterfly. So it would either be those two songs, and we would just cruise around or go real fast in his car and do stupid shit, burnouts and donuts and stuff. It was cool. I mean, we did a lot of cool stuff together.
Boys will be boys,
Yeah.
Do some guy stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys could make your own tour, so I'll give you 2 bands each plus Bonded by Darkness.
Oh Jesus.
So who are we going to see?
Like-
Rescue Us from Blue Ridge.
Like any band? Or are you talking like local bands or
Any band, dead or alive.
dead or alive?
I'll give you the
Shit.
power to bring them back.
Ooh.
That's too many. That's two. We only get 2?
2. 2 each.
2.
We're making a tour, not a festival. I mean, we could start a festival, but we'll be here all night naming bands.
Oh,
Well,
do you have an idea?
Zeppelin has to be for me because we've watched their last concert a couple times. I'm like, we should watch it again. But, Zeppelin.
It would definitely have to be down for me for one of the bands.
I think what else I should probably pick somebody dead because
Yeah.
if we can bring them back.
You don't have a lot of chances to bring them back to do a show, so yeah, you should take the opportunity.
Yeah. I don't know. I like so much music.
Typo Negative would be my other one.
Okay.
Well, you said Queen earlier, so I mean, bringing back Freddie Mercury.
Yeah,
that would
and he's a
be
great performer. So yeah,
probably the
I'd be good
best.
with that. Yeah, he probably is.
And I'm not really a huge Queen fan, but I know that dude he's a fucking god. So I mean,
Man.
there's no one to this day. No one even sounds like him, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
no one's even out trying to
I mean, they
Like,
have Adam Lambert now that,
yeah,
like is doing his best to try to fill in
Yes.
Freddie Mercury's, legacy. And I mean, Adam, I think, was the best choice.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else could come as close as Adam Lambert
yeah.
to Freddie Mercury. What an incredible voice! What a lyricist! Everything. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his personality, just everything. Yeah.
His stage show was just amazing.
Yeah.
He had like so much energy.
Mhm.
No matter how far back you were in the crowd, I'm sure you felt like you were in the front row.
I'm pretty
just he
sure.
constantly just kicking ass the whole time. So I mean,
It's high energy and
Yeah.
everything.
Nice.
Everything was very performance, very
Yeah.
theatrical. He
Yeah.
knew how to put on a show. That's for
and
sure.
his range was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I'm not even like a huge super fan like she is. I'm just saying, you just know you can't be. It's like Jimi Hendrix or anybody else. Even if you don't like him, you can't say that he sucks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't
respect
do
the
it.
talent.
You know,
Exactly.
even if you
Exactly.
did, you don't know shit.
Well, you gotta like give props where props are due. Like a lot. I come from Montreal, Quebec, in Canada, so the French province, 15 minutes away from Celine Dion.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah, that
people don't
woman's
like
insane.
her, but the voice on that
Oh,
lady,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
woo, like
Anybody that said that she was a terrible singer is an idiot.
right?
Seriously, not to be calling names or anything. That's just
I'll call names
yeah.
idiots.
That's just I just don't get that.
Me neither. You got to give props and give people their due.
For sure.
Like, uh, what are you saying? Hanley said, heard he had extra teeth to provide that extra. He did. He did have a very. I mean, I don't think so. It comes all from here and from the
Oh, yeah.
energy the guy
Oh,
had.
Freddie.
His-
Yeah. He had
yes.
that overbite.
I'm
Yeah.
sure his voice just radiated from his whole body, his chest, and everything. I'm sure he was like super loud, super loud.
Remember the singer Jewel? Have you ever heard of
Yes.
her?
Yes.
She her like management team wanted her to get her teeth fixed, and she was afraid that it would mess up her voice, so
I
she
think
never
Madonna
did.
had the same problem.
Yeah.
You know what
So-
I'm saying? She
The
said
gap
she
in
didn't
her-
want to.
yeah.
Yeah, she was like,
Yeah.
"There's no way." So,
I wouldn't do it either. I mean, why? To please aesthetically, like,
I know it gives you
Plus, if
character.
you're already big as hell, what the fuck would you do that for, anyways?
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
nobody's looking at her teeth. Obviously, she's selling millions. I
Yeah.
mean,
Jed, both of them have amazing voices,
Mhm.
and I'm not even a fan of either one. I just know they're good.
well, you can, you could say somebody's good even though you're not a fan of them.
Yeah,
it's,
true.
it's just we have ears, and everybody has an opinion. Obviously, it's not because I like somebody you'll like somebody. But
Oh yeah, of course.
we could still say that they could sing.
I like Pantera, and she doesn't like Pantera. So there's a lot of things.
See, unpopular opinion. I don't like the Beatles.
Oh man.
Okay.
And I have to say that band is actually, I'd have to say, one of the bands that single-handedly got me into music too.
See.
I have to admit
Yeah.
that seriously.
See,
I can't
unpopular
lie
opinion.
about it.
I can't.
And the Rolling Stones, and we can go
I
on for
like
hours.
Down. I really like Down
Yeah,
though.
Down's bad.
I don't know. It's just Pantera.
I think it's the more or less the
I don't know.
screaming stuff. She's not a huge fan, and neither am I. It's just I grew up with that, and it's just like I don't like death metal, even though I used to play it. I used to like love the technicality of it. It's really hard to play. It keeps your chops up really good when you're a guitarist, and it's just I can't get past the growling and all that stuff. But
I like Rolling Stones. Yeah, I love them
yeah,
too.
they're amazing bands. I
Um,
mean,
I like when screams are appropriately placed in
Yeah.
songs and you really feel it. So when you're screaming through the whole song and growling through the whole thing, I don't get any dynamics from the vocals. So like I think Maria Brink from In This Moment, I think does a good job with that. Even like Erica on Storms Within, I
Yeah,
think she
she's
does a
good.
good job
Damn good
singing
singer.
and screaming.
Yep.
And mixing it, appropriately placing it. So that's just what I'm a fan of, but it's just an opinion.
Insanely Throwed. What's up? Screaming is. I love screaming. I'm a big scream.
Yeah.
But I like hearing what you're saying. If I cannot understand the cigarette, what you're saying, it's harder for me. if you give me the lyrics, then I'll be able to read it. Like
Yeah.
Lorna Shore. I love Lorna Shore as long as I can read. When I can't read, my brain doesn't comprehend all the lyrics.
Uh,
Mhm.
Like you said, I like Maria Brinks. I like the in and out, the clean, the
Mhm.
growls, and her screams are very clean. You could still hear what she's saying. You could still, and you could
Yeah.
feel it. I don't know if you got to see her in concert, but
No, there's somebody I'd like to see. He's not the biggest fan of them, but I really like him this one.
to me, and I'm not banging on anybody here.
no.
To me, it just seems like it's another Mushroom Head, but with a female singer.
Okay.
But
Okay.
no offense to anybody. I'm just saying it's just not my cup of tea.
I can hear the resemblance. I can
Even
hear
the
what
even
you're.
the,
I can
the
hear it
look,
too.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, wow, these guys look like they're completely ripping off Mushroom Head, but with a chick singer. Come on. I mean, she's even got X's on her tits, just like their old fucking stripper. Come on. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying, to me, that just sounds like, you have. I'm just saying, you have an imagination. God,
Yes.
but
Insane.
evidently,
Insane said, when you scream, though, you tend to hear screams
yeah.
better.
I can
Absolutely.
I can understand that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not a singer. I mean, I can scream, but I mean, I'm
Well,
not.
you play guitar, so when you
Yes,
hear a
I am a
guitar
guitar
playing,
player. I
you
do
can
not.
hear it,
He's
you
like,
know?
oh, you should do more vocals, and I'm like,
I know.
man, you know
I
how
was like,
hard it is
oh,
for me to
just
sing
scream.
and play, or scream and sing, or scream and play. It's hard for me. I do it on one song that we have,
Yeah.
well, two songs that we have. And I just can't.
It's
I
like
can't.
I read the comments and, and people, they play with us, and then, screams is, I mean, I love hearing people, like you said, Erica, she can
Yeah, she can do it.
come
She's
back and
really good at it.
it's a lot of training. You got to be careful. Hard. Exactly. You got to be careful. I mean, Maria Brink. If you're not a big fan of screams, then you have to listen to the album. Was it Rituals? I think Rituals doesn't have any screams in it.
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, what happened?
Hmm.
Did she blow her voice? And
Uh,
then now she's back
Yeah.
with the purge, and she's like, what is it, a 27-second
Yes.
scream that she does? And I'm like, okay, I didn't say anything. She still got it. That's crazy. How would you guys define success as an artist individually? Like for you, what would be success with Bonded by Darkness?
I think for me personally, number one is happy. Are we happy? I feel like that's very important. Two would be if I could quit my day job and we could just do this full time and I could make the same amount of money. I would consider myself a successful
Yeah.
musician. I mean, it's like that's what we want to do anyway. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
for me, I guess that's what.
To be able to tour the world and be, just normal, live normal. I don't want to have a big house. I don't want to be a millionaire or nothing. I just want to be able to,
Right. Just live.
you know. I mean, I do want a shit ton of guitars and stuff like. No, just joking.
Yes, he does.
He's not joking. He's not joking. No, no, sir.
Well, I mean, it would be cool to have some custom stuff made, but I mean, I wouldn't be like, just a tour and to be able to enjoy what it would be like to play in Japan or in Australia or, I mean, even though that's like still like even beyond my, just to be able to tour around here would be cool, like around the United States. I mean, I wouldn't, and be happy about it. It's fine.
But you
You
never
know?
know what can happen. I had a guest on the show, and I talked to him before he left for tour. I don't know if you guys know the band Forbidden. Forbidden was
Yeah,
a
I've heard
big
of them.
band, yes. And
Yeah.
then they took a break, and I got to interview their new lead singer. I mean, before we were talking, he was getting ready to go across, like,
Yeah.
to the
That's
UK and do
amazing.
some shows, and and he was like, I never thought, I never expected this. He's like, I just auditioned, and they were like, yeah, we'll take you, and he was like, so you never know, you never know. And for your
Yeah.
collection of guitar, keep going. Slowly,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna start accumulating, and you'll look like some guests that I had on the show. The whole
I have a
wall.
lot of guitars.
There you go. He was like, well, I have
And
this wall,
amps and-
but I have that wall, and I have
Yeah.
this wall, and I was like, Too many guitars. I mean, I have 4 mics, but what am I talking about, right?
Oh no, that's you know.
So you want to be Ooh, I. I'm sorry, Hanley. I can't catch that one.
Remembered?
Maybe
Did they mean
remembered.
want to be remembered by or for?
Yeah. That is one of my questions. So we can like,
Oh.
if it's that,
Okay.
what would you like to be remembered for?
Well, like as a band,
As an individual.
just great. To be a decent musician. I mean, to be able to write good songs as a band. I would to want to put on performances that people remember. I mean, like when you see, I mean, even though I'm not a fan, but everybody knows who Mushroomhead is around here. Everybody knows that sticks in your brain like Slipknot and like, your guys' band in this moment. I mean, that whatever they do is like burned into your skull. Even though if you're in the crowd and you're not a fan and you've seen them for the first time, you'd be like, well, fuck, I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. That kind of shit. I mean, yeah, good songs. I mean, whatever. I mean, good showmanship. I mean, I'm sure seeing them guys live would be probably great. I'm sure they put on one hell of a show.
Yeah.
They do.
I agree with that. I mean, personally, I would love if people, would say I was, solid singer. Also with, just because we're kind of described as like witch metal. So like 10 to 12 years ago, I would have loved to have like heard a band like us, because it wasn't, it was just hard for people who were like us, and you didn't really get that kind of music, and if there was, it was hard to find, and just wasn't
Can we turn the light?
talked about. Yeah, we can turn the light on. It's a little dark in here. Or should we keep it dark?
Mysterious.
Yeah. So it'd be cool to be known for like, they brought like a new spin on witchy music, or just, love the lyrics. So.
Absolutely.
If that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
It's your, it's your answer. I like asking open questions, because that
Yeah, I
way you guys
understand.
can answer the way you want to answer. We've been talking about your music a lot. We've been talking about you guys a lot. Let's take some time to listen to your music. What song would you like for me to play first? Are we going with
Hellbound.
Hellbound first? Perfect. All right. So let's see. Since we don't have a video today, guys, we usually have a video. It is coming, so we will be
Yeah.
sharing it when they do have it out.
Yes. We
Promise.
literally just shot it over the weekend.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll stick, there you go. We have your band right here, and then we're going to start playing your song. And I'll play your video, don't worry guys. When you guys have the video done,
Sweet.
we'll give it some spins. So here you go guys, let's listen to Hellbound, and we'll be right back.
She likes that.
Welcome back, guys. That was Hellbound by
Yes.
Bonded by Darkness. Um, one hell of a voice, one hell of a guitar riff, those double pedal kicks on that drum. Love it. Fucking love it.
Oh yeah.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Let's see. I've been snooping around on you guys' Facebook while we were listening to music. Love the witchy vibes, love all the witchy stuff. I mean, right in my space.
Oh yeah.
See the little
Hell
runes
yeah.
on the
Okay.
fingers. There you go.
It's all protection rune, I believe. Yeah. Okay.
Protection, health, and love,
Good.
and Mercury, because Mercury is my go-to. I mean,
Okay.
Nyx,
Yes.
Nyx, goddess of the night, Nyx, Mercury.
I did not know if
Yes.
that, but I was like, how cool would that be? Because I love Nyx, the goddess Nyx. So
Same. I was speaking with Valar Morghulis the other day, and he was like, "Hey, I called my guitar Nyx," and I was like, "Nyx, goddess of the night, Nyx." And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Nice."
that's cool.
I mean, cool. So very, very witchy vibes. I love it. Obviously, big shows coming up. I mean,
Yeah.
big shows. You have the was it Female Fest coming up?
Yep.
Yes, in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
That's Erica from Storms Within. It's her like festival.
Tom and I are swapping who's on. These guys wreck. I fangirled so hard over Raven the first time I saw them. There's Erica.
She's cool. I love her.
She said ear to ear over here. And girl, you're looking good. See? Erica is a blessing. I mean, she's a big supporter. We love her music. They are Band of the Month, by the way, in the NYXUS
Yeah.
magazine
Yes, I saw that.
They
Yeah.
deserve it.
for August.
Great
Yes.
band.
Yes.
Yeah.
So big show coming up, and we're talking. There's a few people that we've had already as guests. So Lit Rising, obviously Storms Within, Bonded by Darkness. Who's gonna be there? Victoria Fire, Vernotica. I mean, huge names, guys. Like
Mhm.
it's gonna be one hell of a day. The
Yeah.
one day, yeah. I
Yes.
see. 20 bands, vendors, food truck.
Yes.
12 pre-sale, $12 pre-sales, 15 at the door, and it's gonna be in Erie, Pennsylvania. I might be sending somebody over there to scope it out for me. A friend of
Oh,
mine
yeah.
lives in Pennsylvania. I can't make it.
Oh.
I'm in North Carolina, so I will make it one day. I promise. I promise Erica too. Absolutely, one day I'll drive and make it. But for October, it will not be possible. I saw that you guys are playing a show with Frail also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good friends of ours.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. It's exciting. I know
Yeah.
I guess I
anger,
can go over Gwen a little bit, so
Yeah.
she's
Ang-
great.
anger over those a big fan of Frail. So I mean, if he's still there, he's probably gonna be smiling like from ear to ear. So where is that one?
At the Foundry in Cleveland. Oh, Lakewood. Sorry. Suburb
Awesome.
of Cleveland.
Any other shows other than
No,
these two?
at the moment, no.
Yeah.
We were going through some lineup changes and stuff, so we kind of laid off.
Mhm.
So I think that'll probably be it for us
For the year.
because we're going to shoot another video, music video, and probably record a couple more songs
Yeah.
and focus on just getting some things straightened out and get ready for next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
It- It's
That's-
needed sometimes to kind of put the brakes on for the touring
Yeah.
and the shows and get ready to do another tour and another, set of shows.
Yeah.
I wish we were going on tour. Believe me, good God, I would give anything to go on tour.
I mean, you never know. Like I said before, it's you look at there's more and more tours. I'm happy to see that since COVID, since everything kind of settled back down, we're getting the shows, we're getting the tours.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we all saw what happened with Blue Ridge, so now I think everybody's going to be a little more skittish of doing the big festival. So it's time for you guys to shine. Indie bands is going to be time to put on the festivals because we've been to Brewstock, and that was an amazing festival.
huh.
Like
Oh, yeah.
that was like what $20. We had 30 bands, I think. Like it
Hell
was,
yeah.
it was crazy, like a whole day, all ages. So I brought my 13-year-old. Uh, she she fucking loved it.
Good.
She is now part metalhead, part Hamilton.
Okay.
That's not my doing, but let's encourage them. She was like, I'm gonna do a talent show, and I was like, yes. She's like, yeah, we're gonna sing Hamilton. And I was like,
Uh,
why? Why? But go for it, kid. I mean, you're doing music. Go for it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Before you guys head the stage, before you guys get on the stage to do your shows, do you have a ritual?
Yeah.
I do, yeah. But
Well, we
I kind of extended it to him. So if sometimes the whole band.
yeah. Well, yeah.
So
We usually kind of try to we do like a like a protection ritual with
yeah, so we just sage, put on some protection oil, or I have this oil that a friend of mine, she has a shop in New Orleans, and she made with the last eclipse, she has like fire eclipse oil, which is great for like confidence and performing. So we just kind of
yeah.
rub some of that on. Just let's do it.
Yeah.
I think this is the first band where I actually say ritual and I actually get a real ritual and not just, oh, I'll take 3 shots of whiskey and kind of la
Oh
la la.
no,
No.
that's after.
No. No.
Take the edge off after the show, then you take the shots of whiskey.
Yeah, we
Um,
Yeah, I'll have a drink, but I'm no shots. Woo!
Not
no.
too much, no.
I'm too old for that shit.
Soleil Noir in the house, all the way from France. Blessed to
Oh,
have you
yeah.
guys here. Thank you so much for joining
Hi.
us.
They're in France. I like France.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. My memory's not. After 70 plus interviews, you kind of tend to
I
start
could
forgetting
imagine.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I try my best. I mean, when I start remembering names, I kind of high five myself. So, what strengths do you guys have as a band? Do you think that's helping? Or as a band or as a duo? Because I know you're going through some. Well, you were going through some lineup changes. So,
Yeah.
what keeps you guys going? Like, what's your strength?
Music. Music. I mean, that's all we know how to do. I mean,
I think we're very driven people, and we know how to drive the other, because we do most of the songwriting, so we know how to drive the other person. I think that is a big strength of ours. So,
yeah.
we have really good communication as well. So
Here you go. Dam is in Montreal, so my hometown,
okay,
and back in Canada. And Nico and Seb are in southeast of France.
ooh, okay,
That's cool.
It was pretty cool. The first French band I had on the radio and on the podcast. They're very rare and few. I think the only French band. Yeah, the only French band.
okay.
Oh yeah.
French music. You guys should definitely check it out. They have Didgeridoo.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, love that.
That's-
Okay,
that's
we
definitely-
definitely will.
That's definitely an instrument that I'd love to.
Yeah, me too.
If you catch the podcast, also we talked about the music, the didgeridoo, which is not just an instrument; it's sacred over there. It is
Oh, yeah.
very, So if you want to know
Yes.
more, go back NYXUS podcast, like first season with Soleil Noir, and Dam explains everything.
Okay.
Hanli wants to know favorite lyrics you've written.
Oh.
That's a good question. I have written, believe it or not, a lot of songs. But with Bonded by Darkness, what's cool is I can write about witchy shit, and it's acceptable, and I can write about like my struggles. I maybe Devil in You, maybe my favorite, or we have a new song that we've written called Third Eye.
Yeah.
That's probably
That's a badass song.
yeah. And a lot of people think it's the Devil in You is an FU to Christianity, which it's not. It's just it's historically accurate,
Okay.
and
Ooh.
it's just
Okay.
just say what I want to say.
I mean, it's your
So
music. There's plenty of Christian music out there. There's plenty. I'm happy to have you guys. I will for sure start probably like listening to music even more and more and more and more. Um, it's nice to have the the pagan side,
Yes,
the occult
that's what it's
side, like
about.
you
yeah,
know.
definitely
um,
a cult. Yeah, and then Hellbound is that's about summoning Persephone, who a deity I've worked with before. So what I love. The Reaper. Everybody loves that song. We wrote that song so fast, and I don't know what it was, but it was just
No, well, that song and on my end is like probably 10 years old.
oh,
But
that's great.
then when we
When I
started
heard it,
playing it before she started the band, actually, that's the song that got her in the band. Her and I, we have a blues rock band together that we started before Bonded by Darkness. When we
yeah.
first started seeing each other, we're a couple.
Mhm.
And
yeah, I'm gonna have to bring you guys for the other band now.
but I sent her some recordings of what we sounded like with our other singer and our other drummer. That was really slow, sludgy and heavy and just completely brutal. And
I just wanted to hear the music
well, I
because
sent her
they didn't have any
some
music out.
that
So
didn't have any lyrics, and she called me up like the next day. She's like, "I have lyrics for that song. Would you like to hear what it would sound like if I was singing it?" And I was like, "Sure." So she like recorded herself over that, and my son, who plays bass in the band, was sitting next to me, and he just looked at me and was like, "Holy shit, we got to get her in the band. We got to fire the other guy." And
Erica said your vocals are haunting gorgeous. So, you
you
know,
know,
thanks, thank you.
that's basically what we came up with. I mean,
Soleil Noir said we're grateful, folks. Glad to see so many talented artists on your podcast. Can't stay but enjoy your special moment bonded by darkness.
Oh, thank
thank you.
you. Merci.
There you go. The community is amazing. I have been lucky to fall into this indie community on Facebook about in the month of March. I was only supposed to do one episode a month, by the way.
Okay.
We're at 3 episodes a week. And I had to take on a co host, Ames, to start taking 3 episodes a week also. So
I guess those are good problems, right?
I'm not complaining. Keep him coming. Get me
Yeah.
busy. Get me busy. It's really it's a blessing, really.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, let's take a moment and listen to your other song,
Okay.
and that will give everybody a chance to take a little break. I know I heard you just go get a drink there, so.
Yeah.
Juan, Melany Nyx podcasts are hands down the best. Oh my God, guys, stop! You're gonna make me blush. You're making my heart want to fucking explode.
Yeah.
Juan
So
was.
you got to keep up with it. Come on now. 3 days. It should be 4 or 5 days a week. No, come on.
Go. I mean, I'm at 4 this week because I have 2 on Friday, which I
Oh
will.
shit.
Little plug here. I will be hosting a podcast with Wrecker Ian's, a little TikTok sensation. He's made music so far with Futuristic, with Dropout Kings. He's played on stages
Cool.
with Travis Barker. He's
Okay.
13 years old.
What?
All right. Good
That's
for him.
amazing.
Yeah.
So definitely can't wait to see that. You know, you've come so far. I know, and I am blessed. I came so far because of all you guys. Like Juan, Storms Within. Juan was Let That They Perish, 2nd episode. Blessed, I'm telling you. These guys came out of nowhere and just made my life just beautiful, just beautiful. All right, so let's set us up. I'm gonna put a poster behind so you guys can see for the show here in Erie. Well, there in Erie. I shouldn't say here. I'm not there. I'm here.
I think you were just talking to Ron, the drummer,
Yeah,
like 5 minutes before his.
yeah. I was talking to Ron from Storms of Death.
There you
That's
go.
my fan guy. I kind of fanboy over Ron. He's my He's my dude. He's a
I,
great
I
drummer.
I love the community. I love what you guys are doing, like talking to each other, helping each other out, and making shows like this. That if we go back pre-COVID, not even that far pre-COVID, I don't know if the feeling was here like that, but back in Montreal was you're for yourself. You don't care about other bands. You made the show cool for me, you know. Now it's more, well, we have a show, but let's bring five other people with us,
Yeah.
which is beneficial to your fans. I mean, you're
Yeah.
making us discover a bunch of other music. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course.
Orion Sword said killer drummer.
Hey, yeah.
All right, so let's listen to the second song that you sent me. So, oh man, of course it's gonna hide the ending of the song. How about you guys introduce it?
Sure. This is Dancing on Your Grave,
Yeah.
a song about revenge. Yeah,
And this is the
relate to it as you
new,
will.
the new re-recorded version.
Yes, yes.
It's always good to re-record, especially when you have new lineups.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
And new gear. Everything sounds better when you got new stuff.
yes.
Speaking of new stuff, before we listen to the song, guys, hold on. Let me see. I saw it earlier when I was scrolling down. Did I go too far down? Maybe. You can see his guitars. At least four of them right there. There you go. See?
Yeah.
There's four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many other there is, but there's
No,
four of
there's a
them.
bunch. That whole corner is completely full of them.
I'm not surprised. Really not
No, I love
surprised.
They're like my
Enjoy.
children. I love them.
Aw. Enjoy the song, guys. Whenever it plays.
Not in the dirt, you will lay. I told you not to come for me. 6 feet under, where you're meant to be.
Another amazing song. Those comments, y'all got me fucking rolling sometimes.
Did one say Bible belter turns metal? What?
Yeah, that's
That's the best
fantastic.
comment I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well,
Yeah.
like bring it. Well, metal, that's the beautiful thing about metal now. It's not all about devil worshipping. It's not,
No.
like, there's so many subgenres of metal. There's so many, I don't even know how many subgenres of metal. Bands come up sometimes for the interview and they're like, yeah, we're metal, but then we're like 20 million subgenres depending on the song. It's like I told you earlier, Anger Overdose with his metal, industrial, circus industrial metal. Had never heard that before. It's so
We
there's metal for everybody now.
we are occult metal,
Yeah, I guess it's
witchy metal,
yeah.
heavy metal.
Well, and I never knew about all those subgenres in metal. Like I knew a few, and then when I met him, it's like
I don't even really.
what I thought like doom metal and like stoner rock, I called something else. So and I was like, oh, those are the proper terms. Okay, cool. So
In all reality, everything's just metal. There's no reason to call it all these.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
seriously. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's witch metal, occult metal.
There it
Not-
is.
Very.
yeah.
Alternative metal, funk metal, new metal, rap metal.
Yeah, we don't. There's no need of that. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new metal, yes, the NU new metal, yes.
Yes.
we're,
Yes.
we're
Which is
not.
like-
We're not new metal. We're not
Which is like corn, right?
like
Metal,
fucking
like corn.
Linkin Park and shit like that.
Linkin Park. Oh,
And I love you too, Ron.
thanks, Ron. Uh-huh.
Math metal. Math metal?
Math metal.
Math metal.
As long as it ain't meth metal, we're all right.
Okay.
Smoke meat, not meth.
There we go, because meth metal could sound something funky as shit, though, No, not the Wikipedia. Yes, yes. I had to see like if I could have a number, but there was no number, just a list, and I'm way too ADHD to start counting.
There's no need for that. I mean, it's just.
I'll get at 6, and then I'll be like, squirrel, and then
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gone and fucking starting all over again. Then all
I'm the
doesn't
same
work.
way, so don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Awesome. A lot of musicians are, I say that a lot with people. We're very open about mental health and everything here. We do special shows just on that so we can all talk and like kind of trauma dump all together and then kind of like bring each other back up after and check on each other for a week. So it's, Orient
Cool.
Sword. I would listen to meth metal.
No, it wouldn't. Pantera's meth metal, and I know he hates Pantera. I'm just messing with you. Sorry, Mark.
Um,
I'm just messing with him.
Gentleman.
Yeah, I gotta fuck with him. I know that guy pretty well. He's a good dude.
Keep going, keep going. The banter's
good,
amazing. I love when people can banter with each other. It just shows that we're human. It brings a little bit of laughter, So
Yeah.
what's the ultimate career goal for Bonded by Darkness? Like if we say 5 to 10 years, where would you like to see the
Holy
band?
shit. Hopefully we're doing something. God damn.
Yeah. If not, I quit. No, I'm just kidding.
No, well,
No quitting. There's-
I'd buy a fucking Harley. I know that and do something. But no, hopefully we're just still around, kicking it. Having, doing tours and doing stuff, coming out, just
Yeah.
Hopefully-
Hopefully the passion and the songwriting's still there.
yeah, just going somewhere instead of
Yeah.
nothing against what we're doing now, but hopefully it's just a bigger thing. You know what I'm saying?
We level up a bit.
Yeah.
That would be
Because we're like
nice.
we've only been around for a year and a half, so I mean,
Yeah.
So you're new basically. Only
Yeah,
a
we
year and a
are
half is
literally
not.
new.
Yeah.
How many shows? Like this year was your first year of starting to do shows and everything.
no, we did
Wait-
some last year, but was it
We
last
kind of
year?
had a shit ton this year.
Yeah,
So 2023. Yeah, I felt like
I think
so.
we've gotten between
Equipment
this year and
everything.
last year, we've done like maybe 20 shows.
Very nice. Very nice.
So,
It's a good
you know.
start. I mean,
Yeah.
that's 20 more shows than I've done. So
Oh,
Advice you wish you would have never have taken.
Absolutely. I would have pursued music as a career much sooner, but I was given the advice, you know, you can be poor, you can
Yeah.
be poor.
Yeah.
You be a broke ass bitch, you know, you can't pay your bills, all these things. But I feel if I would have pursued music in college, which is what I was going to do, but I went a very academic route instead, I feel like I'd be in a much different place. Maybe, you know, maybe I would be songwriting full time right now, so I don't regret anything I've done in the past, but maybe that would be a piece of advice I wouldn't have taken. So, what about you?
Oh man, I don't. I don't know. Like advice that I wish I've never taken dealing with music.
Or maybe just ever.
I mean, it could be in general. We talk a lot in general in the show. It's, your life. Maybe you
I
could
wish we would have. If it
save
was about
somebody.
this band, I wish it would have been like. I wish we would have waited a while before we recorded the CD, and then
Yeah.
and then just like did a couple songs at a time, did some videos, instead of coming out with a whole album.
Yeah.
And that was from our old drummer. He's the one who told us that we should put out a full album first and all this other shit. Which, I mean, either way, it's really no big deal. I mean, it is what it is. It's a learning process. That's the best thing about music. Everything is a learning process and a learning curve. But I wish I would have never took that advice. I wish we would have went,
Well,
recorded 2 songs.
back then, back when, I don't want to, age myself too much here. But
You can't be that old. Come on now.
I mean, 40s. I'm in the 40s, so
Oh.
back back when I was in my 20s and stuff, like, you would put out an album. That's how the
Yeah.
music world was. We
Yes.
didn't have streaming platforms. We didn't have, so
Yep.
you put out the album. Now, one song at a time, guys.
Yep. For real.
One song, wait
Yeah.
about what I was told, about a month, 2 months, then release another one.
Yep.
Promotion game's very important. You got to keep
Yeah.
steady to get on those Spotify playlists. It's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
You guys do everything yourself: promotion, recording, mastering.
We have
Not
one of my really good friends records us. And then,
Very cool.
DJ.
yeah, DJ.
Yeah, give
Danny
your shout
Dunford.
outs.
Yeah, Danny Dunford does all of our stuff. He's been recording CDs that every CD that I've done basically since 2005. So yeah,
Don't age yourself.
yeah, I'm 44. I ain't got no.
There you go.
So I mean, he's a good friend of mine. I love him to death. Anytime we have an idea or whatever we want to, I just be like, hey, dude, come on out. And he comes to my house. So everything you've heard was all recorded at my house, and we recorded it in my jam room.
Mhm.
So, I mean, they were
That's
pretty much cut live.
Yeah, Mark, you're right.
Yeah. So,
the beautiful thing of technology, right? It's that we can record now in our houses. We
Work
can.
smarter, not harder. Yeah.
During COVID, I was in a band. We still haven't met. We've never met. We're not a band anymore. It ended up bad. Unfortunately, sometimes it happens. You don't wish bad to anybody. You wish them well in their own venture, but you kind of go your own way. And we had a feature. I had a whole competition because we're on a singing app. A lot of the people tonight that came in saying hi are from that app. And I held a big competition, and we found a featured singer. We called it Featured. And she was in the UK. So I was in Canada, the boys were in the US, she was in the UK. And you could never tell that it was recorded at different places.
That's cool.
that's awesome.
Like, that's technology today. It is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I always wanted to start a band with people from out of state and different countries. That's something I've always wanted to do,
That'd be cool.
just to collaborate with different people,
If you guys could collaborate with an indie band, like people that you do shows with, like which one is the band that you'd be like, oh god, I'd love to have a song with you guys?
Frail, hands
Yeah.
down for me. Those guys are good friends of ours. We love them.
Yeah.
Everything they've done, I'm a completely fan. I mean, I love them.
I'd sing with Erica. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and Storms Within for sure. Definitely, those two would be the top on our list.
Two amazing bands. Frail has that very haunting music.
Yeah.
That
Oh
very
yeah.
is even the videos. Her like
Yeah.
it's everything fits.
Sean is a
perfectly.
riff beast, man. I love
Yeah.
that dude. He's like, he's one of the he's definitely a mastermind with the whole music, and he does all their videos, and he does everything for that band. He definitely like makes it like he makes it the shit. I have to give that guy like major props for what he does for that band. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other people in that band that help that, but I know he does videos and stuff. Yeah, he does a lot for that band. So, and you know, and he and I have this huge gear obsession, so I could sit there and talk to him for
Yeah.
hours about everything, and you know, it's just, you know,
Ori and Sword said the attention span isn't even there for a full album anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
Completely.
The
I
only
agree.
the only way I could say that, you know, that if you were going to make a full album or whatever, it's if you know that you had it, like, you know what I'm saying, to where your music was completely the shit 24 hours a day, and everybody knew that, you know, your songs were gonna, you know what I'm saying, like kind of like a, you know, when you listen to albums from the 90s, that you know that there's like every good song on there, like, you know,
Yep.
Yeah.
that would be the only way that I would ever put out an album out that's
But people
fully
don't do
like
that anymore. People
Yeah,
don't
that
sit
yeah.
and listen to full albums.
I do, but I'm old, so
Yeah. I do too, but yeah, they
I like the
They
whole
don't.
experience of an album. That's why I like
So
still
do I.
buy CDs. I love the artwork.
Same.
You know, the whole, like, when my dad gave me records when I was a kid, it was like next level shit. It was like Christmas for me. He'd give me Kiss Alive albums, and I would sit there and just like look at the fucking album forever and be like, this is going to be amazing, and put it on, and it like the whole experience, and I believe that the whole like order of the songs through the album, the way that it is made, it's like that for a reason. I don't know.
Like a journey.
I'm just an old
Yes.
guy. I love that shit. Yeah, it's made like that. I don't like
Well-
hearing songs that are not in the same order. Like, you know.
Yeah. Some people still work like that, still work hard. Death Pigeon, a band that we had on the podcast. If you go on Bandcamp, is it Bandcamp? Wherever you guys put your music at, my brain. He has his album can be read along with a book that he wrote. It's a whole story.
That's
Wow.
It's Little Creature, and
Interesting. I like that.
it's you can buy the album and you can buy that little book, and it's a whole story. When we talked collaboration, you guys said Storms Within. Ron said we can make that
No.
happen.
I just said something to Ryan literally
All right.
5 minutes before we got on here that I told him that I wanted to fucking jam with him. So.
Storms
Seriously.
Within, Bonded by Darkness, Split When. Kiss, The Elder, An Amazing Journey Through Music. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything.
Meatloaf, another one. The
Yeah.
albums
Oh
were very...
yeah, Meatloaf.
Matt is not here, and finally somebody talks about Meatloaf. All right, in honor of Matt, my audio engineer, that is not here tonight, but will be listening to this to do his magic. The NYXUS, it's one of our questions. I'm bringing you into my own Disney movie where I'm the villain and I put a curse on you. You're only allowed to listen to one song for the rest of your life.
Holy fuck.
Make your pick.
I don't know, When the Levee Breaks by Zeppelin.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
Right.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could pick that shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Battle of Evermore from Led Zeppelin would be one of them.
It's a good
There's so
song,
many
yeah.
songs I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right
I
now,
don't-
just don't overthink it. Like right now, if right now you had to decide what song
Right,
would
then
be
I
like.
gotta go with that. When the Levee Breaks.
Yeah.
There's just something about that song.
Yeah, that song.
I
This
love
just Riverside Blues from Led Zeppelin would be. We're huge Led Zeppelin fans. We listen to them like all the time, almost
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. And Alice in Chains.
Yeah, Alice in Chains has a huge.
Yeah, love
It
it.
might not
Classic.
show in my music, but goddamn, dude, Jerry Cantrell, anything he does is just it's huge influence on me. It just the whole. I can't. I
I
don't
even
know.
love William Duvall.
Yeah,
their new
William
singer.
Duvall is
Love
a
him.
bad motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
I like his solo shit.
Yep.
You know, I'm friends with him on Facebook. I love that dude. You know, great musician. Great musician.
See,
I don't know.
Meatloaf brought that question because Matt has been waiting for somebody to say "Bat Out of Hell," and no, so far no, and so far, weirdly, we haven't had repeats. Nobody said the same song twice.
Really.
So it's pretty cool. Yeah, we said we'll make a playlist, just the hell playlist of what you
Yeah.
listen. The loophole to this question, guys, somebody found it. It's an instrumental, because then you can invent your own lyrics and you can always have a new song every week.
Yeah.
You might get tired of the instrumental, but I mean,
Instrumentals are I don't know. I just like anything dealing with kind of in-depth music is just it's always kind of drawn you in to where you're just like I mean, I used to get stoned a lot, you know, I used to smoke a lot of weed. I'm not gonna lie about it. I don't smoke now, but and I would like put on like classical music and like literally zone on that shit for hours. And my dad would be like, what the fuck? And I would just be like, you know,
I love to drink coffee and listen to jazz music.
Yeah.
I don't know, like New Orleans jazz. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just a little.
see, I don't know why. For me, jazz music makes me feel like I'm in a horror movie, and
What?
I'm about to go like on my killing spree. Like,
have you ever been to New Orleans?
Feeling
No.
stabby.
No, you should go there. It'll definitely make you change your mind.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I'm a horror movie buff.
And
Like, I'm a
plus that
horror movie
place is, like,
fanatic. I'm just
next level witchy as fuck. I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. I didn't want to leave. We went there for a week, and I was like, I don't want to fucking go home.
well, we've talked
Right.
about going also because she wants to bring me. There's French down there, and
Yes.
I'm like, I want to go test out my French with them
Big French
because
culture. Yeah.
yes.
Oh, it's beautiful down
Absolutely.
there. It's
Yeah. And Skinny Tuba's a band out of there. They're kind of like that New Orleans jazz, but they have a singer, and she kind of has like the like that croony kind of I don't even know how to describe her voice. It's beautiful, but
What's the band's name?
Skinny Tuba.
Tuba. I'm gonna write that down and go check it out after.
But I always tell people if they don't like jazz to kind of listen to that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of
Oh, the worst part is that
gateway.
I love jazz.
beginner jazz.
It just gives me that I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
I
because
used to
of
hate jazz, so
American Horror Story.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Coven one. She
Yeah.
always kind of listens to. There's the jazz
Right.
episode
Yes.
with the. So it gives me that feel. Like every time I hear a jazz song, I'm like
Isn't it
mixing my
filmed in
coffee, and
Lafayette,
I'm like,
Tennessee?
Yeah, no, they filmed in New Orleans. That the
Yeah.
Coven.
Yes.
They filmed in New Orleans.
I've been
and you
one-
know, in the you know what? Now that you've said about the whole jazz and the horror thing, when the instrumentals they play when they're about to do like some crazy shit, and that the instrumental music behind it is like like it's it has that jazz feel, like some shit's about to go down, you know, and it's
Exactly,
like oh maybe that's funny. Not that I'm thinking of that. Anyway, not to cut you off.
No, the whole sludge and doom metal thing from New Orleans got me wanting to go to New Orleans since 10th grade. That would be 1995, 96.
I've been there a bunch of times, and I've loved it every time. So
And when I went there, I was like, man, this is where I belong. I don't know why. And the fucking food is amazing. I've never had anything better than their food. Even their drinks, even Bush Light tastes better down there than it does up here.
because it's so warm down there. It's the Bush Light's cool,
No,
so
it's
that it's all
amazing.
like refreshing. It's definitely somewhere I want to go. It's a place I want to see. Definitely with all the witchy stuff, all the
Oh, yeah.
the stories and Marie Laveau and all those. I
Yeah.
definitely one day will go down there. Eventually, we'll get there. Steve Vai, Passion and Warfare.
Yeah, Steve Vai's amazing.
Yeah.
One of the best guitar players that ever lived, ever.
What, booty and balls.
Boot and balls, yeah. He knows what's up.
I mean, people. I like. I'm from Canada, right? So far in the States, I have seen Florida,
Okay.
North Carolina, and Chicago.
Okay.
I heard Chicago's got one hell of a fucking badass metal scene over there.
I was only there for like 4 days, so unfortunately, I didn't get to.
I heard it's next level badass over there.
Well, up there you have the Almas. You have, I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys know the Almas, but they're
Yes.
from up there. So yes, the metal scene up there, just by looking at the Almas, is, they're very popular. They're very in there,
Yeah. You
slowly.
ever heard of
I'm
a band
hoping.
called Black Road?
No.
Oh, you should look them up. They're from Chicago. It's stoner
They're good.
doom metal. They're good. They're
All
amazing.
right. All right.
They got a female singer too. Her name is Susie Uzi.
Mhm.
They're bad as fuck. They're no, it's no joke. They definitely should be making killer records somewhere in California, living it up somewhere. They're a damn good band.
Just played the Alias on Monday. Alias or Almas?
I think he
Almas.
meant Almas because I
Yeah.
saw him post something with Almas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Almas. I mean,
I didn't even know they were around.
they are amazing. We've had Crystal on the show, and she was telling us like, oh yeah, I just came back from doing, I don't remember what festival she was doing, what big show. She was like, I broke my foot and I just kept singing for the week. And I
Oh
was-
my god.
So I just be careful when I was dancing and jumping on it, and I was like, this is commitment, guys. Like, I mean,
Yeah. Next level.
she's like, I'm sitting here with my boot, but I have to do a video on Wednesday, and I was like, wow, like that's how much pressure we put on our bodies, though, as artists and as musicians. You get, let's see, where can we find you guys on social media?
Wow.
Everywhere, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and it's all Bonded by Darkness. It's just bonded_by_darkness. So
Pretty easy to find you guys. Can we get
Yeah.
some merch? Where can we get merch?
yes, we're still trying to get like an online store set up. Sorry guys, I know people ask us that. But come to a show. You can get-
I can't make it.
Um,
Let me know when you have some merch out. And
we
Yeah.
have merch. Just if
Yeah.
you want, just hit us up on Facebook and we'll hook you up.
Mhm.
all right, cool.
Totally.
That sounds good.
Yes.
We
I like
will-
collecting merch, so
Okay.
We will
Send
have
it
a
to you.
store up soon, very soon.
Yeah.
awesome. We'll make sure to share that also when you guys have a store. I ask for merch because this is the best way for everybody to support a band.
Oh, yeah.
Streaming platforms, they don't pay the bands. It's not a surprise. I'm sure I'm not surprising anybody right now when I'm saying this. You want to help a band, merch. Usually
Yeah.
100% of the merch goes to the sales goes to the band, unless they're using an online store. But even then, I'm using an online store and I still get it pretty good, profit back.
Yeah.
They take a little bit, but you get some good money back either way.
We have CDs and a shirt out. So
All right.
we will
Well,
have some other stuff out soon.
that's good. That way you go to the band, you go to the show, you put everything on the table. I always tell people, that last $20, do you really need that drink? No. Go get yourself a shirt. Like
Oh yeah,
even then, usually bands sell their CDs $5, $10.
yeah.
So go grab yourself something. Encourage the band. Most bands are just really happy to see you walk up to the merch table. They will take some time to talk to you. They will interact. I think that's the lovely thing about indie bands compared to the big bands, is that you guys are still approachable. We can still come and shake your hand and fist
Oh
bump
yeah.
and
Hell, we can
talk
have some
music.
drinks and whatever the hell you want to do. I don't have a problem with that.
Exactly, and it's important. Any shout outs, any people that you'd like to thank? What would you like to say to all these crazy people that sat with us for like an hour and a half?
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for believing in us.
Yeah.
You
It's
know, appreciate it a
Hope to
lot.
see you guys soon at some shows.
Yeah.
that also. Or just tip them if you like him. Absolutely.
Yes, I've done that. Yeah.
Absolutely. You don't want a shirt, you only have $2, just fucking give it to them. It's so much work, so much gas,
Yeah.
so much, and the bars don't usually pay.
Yeah.
No, not unless you're a cover band. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
If
So,
they're playing
Yes.
3 hours of the music.
yeah.
I heard cover
Mhm.
bands get paid.
That's
Yeah.
the fucked up part of it.
Mhm.
I don't understand why people get paid to live somebody else's musical dream. That's why I don't get that.
Yep.
I haven't been in a
Hear
cover
it.
band since 1996. I won't be in one. I'll do a couple cover songs and some songs, but
Here in Cleveland, Akron, it's kind of cover band crazy
Yeah.
around here.
or
I mean,
like
it's
a tribute
lot.
band. God damn, dude. Some of them are good, but
Mhm.
but
Well,
nothing.
if you think about it, it's because of the generation. It's because of you know what I mean? Like, we grew up on bands that are not playing anymore. So we don't
Yeah.
get the chance to go see them.
Right.
We grew up on bands that our parents were listening to, and we'll never
Yeah.
get the chance to see them. So, hey, somebody's doing a tribute. They're actually pretty decent. Let's go,
Yes.
I think that's the whole market, the whole what's really getting people going. I mean, it's like when I saw tribute bands for Evanescence, I was like, I'm not really gonna go see a tribute band for Evanescence
Yeah.
when I can actually go see Evanescence,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
No,
can
if you're gonna go
understand.
see somebody do Pink Floyd and they do it really well, that'd be amazing. I
Mm-hmm.
would go see that.
I saw an Elton John tribute band.
Yeah.
I think they're called Philadelphia Freedom.
Okay.
They
Elton
are
John-
so good. I was like, wow, that guy acts just like Elton John. He
and
can
Elton
sing
John
his ass
fucking
off.
rules.
Yeah. It was
Oh yeah. Absolutely, I'm a big Elton John fan.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
me too.
got some amazing music from the '70s. Good God, man! My dad would play so much Elton John that when I heard some of his '80s music, where it was starting to sound, when they try to go with the times,
Yeah.
especially a lot of '70s bands that go to '80s music. It's like, what?
Fleetwood Mac too.
It's like, yeah, but Fleetwood Mac still did it tastefully, but like, well, I mean, I don't know, but
She doesn't seem to agree on that one.
They have a few songs where I'm like, oh, okay.
Fleetwood Mac's in the 70s. Like for
Yeah,
me,
for sure.
that's
Any band from the '70s, I have to admit that I think classic rock is the most original music that there ever was. Because like nothing sounds like it unless you're trying to be it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, no one sounds like Boston. No one can sing like Brad Delp.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
That
There
dude is
is
a fucking icon, man.
there's a band out of North Carolina. They're called Delta Ray,
Oh, good band.
and they kind of remind me of Fleetwood Mac. They're kind of witchy actually too, but it's just four amazing singers. They all play some kind of
Wow.
instrument. They are very, very good.
I think they're like a
So-
modern version
Yeah, I would. That's what I
of
would.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Good
Really
music.
good.
though.
At an
And I'm not
interview-
even like
Yeah.
that kind. She's the one that turned me on to it. I was like,
Mhm.
wow, these guys are pretty decent.
I mean, Stevie Nicks, the White Witch.
Yeah.
Like, it's Stevie. I had a band this weekend. I pre-recorded an interview, and I mean, she sounds like Stevie. She has the essence when she sings.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're called Sage and Stone. So if you guys want to check
Sage
them
and
out,
Oh, Sage and
Yeah.
Stone.
Sage and Stone. Yes.
Cool.
Tom Schultz, Legends. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it makes me laugh when people are like, Taylor Swift writes about her exes all the time. Yeah? Are you Stevie Nicks? Did you put him in the back and made him play guitar?
Whoa. And look at the
That's
motherfucker
great.
as she's singing the song to him, right? Like, to him.
Yeah.
We see videos of that shit all the time.
Yeah, I'm like,
She
look
just
at
gives
him.
him
Just
that
look
look.
at him. There,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just trucking on. Let's keep music.
Yeah.
Let's go, I mean, she's writing amazing music.
Yeah.
I'd probably take the abuse too. Like, go ahead. Go ahead.
Especially if you got paid the money that got paid for those songs. Damn.
I'll be your muse. Go ahead. Hate me.
It's crazy. I wonder how many people actually
Oh, come on.
What did I start, guys? What did I start?
We love you, Ron. It's all good.
They're they're fucking amazing people. We had a blast at the interview. Seriously, it's I still remember, and it like I said, season 1, episode 5, and I could still remember Storms Within. I mean, what an amazing group of people. Um, so we're getting towards the end of the interview.
Let's go.
Yeah, it kind of like it seems like the interviews are getting longer and longer and longer, and I
Okay.
think it's because we're, it's fun. We're talking,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
talking with all these
Sure.
people, So
Yeah.
I will do what I do all the time, and I will re-invite you guys whenever you
Oh.
guys have something, whenever you guys want to come talk. I mean, it's always open.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, anytime.
at the end of the episode, we always finish with the NYXUS question. Like I said earlier, mental health is very important for us. So this question, you take it the way you want it. Some people are coming in strong with really funny answers, and we've had some really big reaction. Trip the Wire Eve just started crying. I was feeling so bad. I was like, oh my God, like, but just go ahead and answer it wherever you want to answer it. If you had a chance to sit down with a younger version of yourself at any age, what would you tell yourself? And I know there's the whole butterfly effect, and people are like, I don't want to change anything. But you don't have to change something. But if you could give yourself an advice, what would it be?
I mean, I go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm also very big into mental health. It's part of my day job. So I fully support that. I think I would tell myself that it's okay to be different. I got teased so much for having red hair when I was younger. I don't know why, but it was like a thing. And now everyone's like, I want your hair. I'm like, okay. So I would say that, and it's not just the hair, like everything about me was different. I'm from Germany and I moved to the States when I was 8. So I was just awkward as hell. I was a bilingual kid. So I would just say and I moved to a really small town. So I would tell myself it's okay to be different. And I would also say that talent doesn't always win.
Oh man, I don't even know how to answer this really, because there's so many things that I would probably tell myself because of all the regrets that I've done in life, and
Just take it that way. I asked this question because we never know who could be listening.
Yeah.
I have people on this podcast that are as young as 13 and as old as I had lovely gentlemen in about their 70s. So you never know who it can impact. You never know who can listen to your answer and just, you could change their life.
Everybody has a family, so like if you have your mother or your father or your grandpa or your grandma or your sisters or your brothers, anybody that is literally blood to you, or even if they aren't blood and they are considered as someone that you love, like unconditionally, make sure that you tell them that you love them every day. Spend as much time as you can, and I don't know, seriously, like put things aside and make sure that that's the most important thing ever. Because my dad died a year ago, and I completely have tons and tons of regrets. So I wish I would have spent more time with him. So,
There you go.
yeah,
It's good advice. You never know. And, it's like I read a story, and it was a man that fought with his wife in the morning, and he went to work, and his wife went to work, and he was talking to a coworker, and he was like, tonight when I get home, I'll make it right. And his coworker turned around and said, how do you know you're getting home tonight?
yeah,
And that hit
Yeah.
me.
Shit, yeah.
That hit me completely. You
Yeah.
never know.
you
Never know.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
I love yous are important, and nobody's badass enough not to be able to tell somebody they love them. Like,
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if just open your heart. There's many ways to say I love you, even if it's not those words.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you eat today? It's always a good one.
Just
taking care of yourself, exactly, making sure somebody took care of themselves, making sure
Yeah.
it's all important stuff. Thank you so much, guys, for answering the question.
oh,
uh,
Yeah.
I mean,
thanks for having us on your show. It was
Yeah.
great. I had a great time.
Yeah.
a pleasure to have you guys. Before you go, though, I see you. I see you too. Erica says, "Give us a German tongue lashing."
Um. Okay, I'll teach you guys how to say something. You always. I know other languages as well, so you always learn the curse words first.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I say this. I hope no one from my job is watching, but I say this under my breath at work all the time. I always say, "Du kannst mir am Arsch lecken," and that means you can kiss my ass. Du kannst mir am Arsch lecken.
Really? That's what you're saying to me every time
No,
we have
I'm
an argument?
not.
No, so-
I do not. I just say it in English.
oh.
She doesn't have to pretend, which she doesn't have to say it in another
It's like,
language.
fuck you, bro.
Ron said, "Yes, it is always the words you learn first, right?" I mean, I have a whole house here in North Carolina saying "face de cul," which means like ass face in French.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
and now Josh knows the secret. See? Erica, when did you start? I'd love to have you guys back and bring
Anytime.
storms with you guys. I think this would be a pretty good shit
Oh
show.
boy, that's gonna be a good time right there. Yeah.
Pretty good. I'll just sit back and let you guys go.
Oh, whatever. I like all the questions that you asked. They're pretty good. You got some
Yeah,
good ones.
very good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I try to stick around and stay away from the common questions. What kind of equipment do you use? What kind of
Oh, I could go on for a fucking hour
I
right now
know.
if you want.
Don't. Yeah. Music, guitar gear, 10-hour show.
Got a whole fucking dresser full of pedals we can talk about. I mean, pedals and amps.
It's good to know because I do want to have a show and try to help people because there's a lot of people that are starting. There's a lot of people that want to start and just don't know where to start. So if you want, Joshua, I'll have you on an episode and we'll talk gear. I have no clue what the hell you're going to be talking about, but I'll learn.
Oh, I mean,
Because
whatever.
he
It's fine.
taught his sons to play, so it's he kind of knows where to.
I'm
we can
sure,
do
I'm
that.
sure, I'm sure we could get Ron on here, and I'm sure we could get a bunch of people on here that want to talk
Yeah.
about gear. And you guys can argue to what gear's better, what amp, and
Well, there's really no argument. It's usually it's just up
she
to
didn't
you.
mean literally. She
you
just
know.
meant
Yeah,
general
I
before
know.
you start going
No.
on.
No, it's just what you feel. What you're. I mean, shit. I've been playing for 27 years, and I'm still finding shit that I love.
music.
Yeah.
That's what's beautiful about music is it's ever growing, it's ever changing,
Yeah.
and we always learn. If you stop learning, I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
Nah, you might as well just stop.
Right.
We love to talk about impressive equipment. Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, it helps other people. It helps. I was gonna say other kids, but then I think of, Wrecker Ian's that's coming on the 13th, and he probably show all of us some stuff.
Well, I'm sure.
You guys go check it. The kids these days, though, it's I mean, my 3-year-old runs an iPad better than I do. So
Yeah.
I'm lost in the 90s, so you ain't telling me nothing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
anything from the 90s. I love vintage gear. It's from the 90s. I'm stuck on that shit. 70s, 80s, 90s.
yeah.
He
You
hates
know.
technology. He's
Yeah.
like, you know how to set all this up for the interview, right?
People are like,
"Yeah,
dude, you should
fine,
just
I
get
got
rid of
it."
those amps and just go to these like modulated amp shit. And I'm like, fuck that, dude. I'd bring a wall of amps and some real tube shit. I don't need that fake crap that you guys. But some of that stuff sounds really good. It's like, what'd you use? Oh, I used rambled off some kind of modulated amp, like a
Yep.
Kemper or whatever. And I'm like, what? That sounds like a real tube amp. No way. No bullshit. I swear it's what I played on. I'm like, wow, that is fucked up. And they have an amazing tone, and they're nailing really good shit.
What impresses me is all those pedals.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
all about that.
during the shows there, you peek on stage, and I'm like, how? Which
I
one does
take
what?
pictures of people's pedal boards so I can go look that shit up when I go home. I'm like, what's he playing on? What the fuck? Yeah,
It's a disease.
it
Don't-
is a disease.
He goes out and takes pictures. Guys, hide your pedals.
Yeah,
Hide your
I'm
pedals.
not joking, man. I can't even tell you how many pictures of pedal boards I have of other people's bands.
Well, when we went to go see Fraley's, like, oh,
Yep,
you see
I walked
Sean's
right-
badass
I
pedal
just
board. I'm
walked
like, no,
up and I'm
I'm
like-
watching Glenn. I'm not watching his pedal board.
I walk right up to the stage before anybody starts, and I go, boop, 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 and I just, as soon as it's over, first thing tomorrow morning, I'm drinking coffee and looking up their shit. I'm not joking. That's
I'm sure you are. Or he is sorts. I've seen him do it.
If somebody shows up with an amp I've never seen, I fucking take a picture of it and I look it up. I am a gear hoarder.
Ron,
I'm not
Erica, at the next show when you guys play with them, when you see
Yeah.
him going towards the stage, take a picture. Take a picture of him taking a picture.
Yeah,
I will do that.
I will do. I mean,
Call your ass out. Yeah, I'd love
I
to
don't.
do that.
You don't have to call me out. I'll admit it.
Wa- Watch your pedals. Josh
Yeah.
was coming.
or your guitars or whatever stuff you guys play on. I mean, I even take pictures of people's drum sets, bass amps. I am literally a fanatic of gear. I think it's a beautiful thing, you know.
You're done for. On it. We'll do that
Yeah.
for sure. You're done for. We're gonna see pictures of him taking pictures of other people's
You know
pedals.
what? The one time we played a show with Storms Within, we were at this place called the Maple Grove, and I walked all the way over to the side of the stage just to take pictures of Ron because I wanted to see what kind of shit he was playing on. I'm not joking. You know, everybody's asses are looking right at me, and I'm like literally on the side of the stage, backstage, like I could see the back of everybody, and I'm over taking pictures of Ron's cymbals and his fucking drum set. I'm not lying. I mean, I already know what kind of guitars they play on and all their amps and everything. I am busted. They all play on 5150s, 53s.
Sorry about that, guys. Puppies are going crazy down here.
So yeah, but anyways, we can go for another hour on this shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, busted.
Yeah, I'm busted.
They got you. They got you.
Shit, if you've seen the guitars and the amps we have in here now, I got tons of shit in here.
In my dining room.
I mean, we gotta take what we can. This is the corner of my bedroom, literally. Like the bed is right. I could just jump in my bed right after
Yeah,
the
but you
intro.
got
Oh,
you
wow.
got a cool looking setup there. It looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It didn't start like that. It was just a black wall at first. Just a
We need
sheet.
to get like some kind of posters here because we take interviews here. We need to get like posters of Anton LaVey or some
I mean,
or come on, that's some good shit.
he's back there somewhere for me. So
Oh, you got him in there?
I got my Bible right there.
Oh,
I mean,
what about
right next
some-
to the other Bible? The two of them are
What
together.
about some Aleister Crowley in the back? You know, get some of that stuff going on.
Who was it? Eden on Fire. We're here on Monday. Ooh. And they had their flyers for all their shows stuck in
That's
the
a
wall
smart
behind
ass
them.
idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah. Oh,
Meat wagon.
Yeah, sorry.
it's all good. It's all good.
It's like mini Cleveland here.
It's the beautiful thing about where we are here is that there's none of that. It's far away from the main roads, so I don't
Oh.
get to hear all of that. I'm not used to the gunshots still.
What?
Like 4th of July is crazy down here, guys. Fireworks and gunshots. That's
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, she's in North Carolina.
yeah, exactly. North Carolina. We're in the South.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
As long as it ain't a bunch of gangsters shooting it, though.
oh no, it's just a drunk of people shooting at the ground.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't understand it, but I'm Canadian, so you know.
Yeah.
No, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. Like I
Yeah.
said,
Well
anytime you guys want to come back on, guys, thank you so much for being here in the chat. I mean, it's been a long interview,
Yeah.
but you guys toughed it out. You guys are champions. I love you guys. This was another episode of the NYXUS podcast. We'll be back Friday at 7 and at 9 we have a double header. So have a good night, guys, and we'll catch
Take it
you soon.
easy.
Bye.